First of all, bizarre to give Don Lemon an exclusive. I feel like Elon would hate him because he's like a. I mean, he's a Dem, right? He's like a cancel culture wokey or something.
Right. Well,
but he asked him a really good question.
One is great replacement theory. The other is, which I don't subscribe to that. I'm simply saying that there is an incentive here. If legal immigrants, which I think have a very strong bias to, at least everything I've read, it's a very strong bias to vote Democrat. The more that come into the country, the more they're likely to vote in that direction. But it is, in my view, a simple incentive to increase voters, Democrat voters. And yeah, so the question is like how? So there's a few. So
he asked him about great replacement theory because he's been on and on and on about how Democrats want all the immigrants to come in because they vote Democrat, even though they can't vote. I don't understand. Like
a reminder that he actually originally, once he started popping off about this, explicitly said that it was a Jewish plot.
Or somebody said somebody said it, and he was like, "So true."
He was like, "This is actual truth."
This is the
tweet that said that
finally the truth has been spoken.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
And then he went on a tour of Israel.
Right, that was right. Yes.
Yeah.
He went and bent the knee to Netanyahu, the king of the Jews.
Can't kiss the ring.
A few ways that this works. One is that when the census is done, the census is based on...
All right, shut up. Yeah, he's nuts. So there's that one, the great replacement theory, which he's pretty much like, yeah, that's real.
Well, what baffled me about that clip is right after that, he actually got specific because normally they don't.
Oh, shit, wait. Oh.
He said that... He said that because of the way the census works in the for our non-American audiences, there's a census every 10 years in the United States, and basically they count the amount of people in each state, not citizens. It doesn't ask. I think since 2010, the survey doesn't even ask anything about citizenship because they just want a total count. And then the seats in Congress are divvied up based off of those counts. And so he's making the argument that if you flood the blue states with undocumented people to bump up the population, therefore they'll get more congressional seats assigned to them. And he says that if you don't count undocumented people, if you were to remove those, Democrats would lose 20 seats. And he says it really confidently, and he even says, just look it up, just Google it. It's very easy to research.
Here it is. Pew Research Center. How removing unauthorized immigrants from census statistics could affect House reappropriation. No, it's you think that, but what the fuck is this word? Reappropriation.
It's blurry on my screen, so I can't actually read.
It says reappropriation. Reappropriation. That's what it says.
Okay.
I've never heard of this word before in my life. Here, let me zoom in for you. Say that.
Well,
reapportionment.
Restarted. Reapportionment.
Reapportionment. Okay. All right. Projected change in congressional seats after 2020. Projected. So let's see. If we got rid of them all.
So this is where it gets interesting. So this was a study in 2020 before the latest census came out. But based off of the estimated changes, Texas was to gain 3 seats. If you removed undocumented immigrants, they would lose one of those 3 seats. It would actually hurt them. And the same goes for Florida. They're supposed to gain 2. Without undocumented people, they would lose 1.
But now, the point is that if you look at here, the net change, it seems on the whole negligible.
It's negligible. It's basically a wash.
Which makes sense because like...
He says 20 seats. The Democrat, he says it very specifically. They would lose 20 seats if it weren't for all the undocumented people.
Like if you just think about it quickly and easily, I mean, there's a ton of people in America, 350 million people.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's like 1 million undocumented immigrants, I mean, that is not significant amount of people in comparison to the
it
population.
could be enough to fudge numbers a little bit one way or another. But the other aspect of this is that it is straight up in the fucking Constitution that that's how you have to do it. So too bad. Like that's it's rules as written and intended.
So in California, which probably has the most undocumented workers, I would
It's actually
imagine.
almost the same. Like it is the most, but Texas has almost as many, which again
for
is
real?
a red state.
Well, California has more population, but they're both really big.
Yeah, there's actually a link in here too, Ethan.
Yeah.
The next link down is
30
a
million.
great page that shows all the demographics for all of the states.
So wait, Texas has more per capita then?
Yeah, click on 3B in the doc. It has per
nice
capita as well.
So Texas actually,
and this is in 2016, so obviously it's a little out of date. But that's the thing. All of these are estimates because we don't ask that question on the census. So we don't actually know how many people are undocumented versus not.
So according to this, there's in California 2.2 million, and in this one
1.6. Okay, so it is significantly more in California, but
again, California has a population of 50 million or 40 million. I thought it was more than that.
50.
Oh God, California, it's falling. California's falling.
Behind Canada, the entire country of Canada.
But 2 million of 40 million is, 4%, 5%. I mean, I guess it's a significant amount. I mean, it's not a crazy amount, but
5% difference is astronomical.
well, yeah, I guess knowing that.
The point is that this whole fucking theory is completely bogus.
You know what happens when you let immigrants in? You get good food. Texas, what do they say about Texas? Best food. SoCal, what do they say? Best food. You know why? Because Mexicans know how to fucking cook, and they're good. Mexican food, you can't find good Mexican food anywhere else. And for that reason alone, I say let them all in.
In America. You can find good Mexican food in Mexico.
Yes, of course. We excluding the beautiful country of Mexico.
Everywhere, even.
Not like this.
Check this out too. I thought this.
You see what they serve in Mexican food in Europe? It's a shame. It's a crying shame. They put like rice, whole beans, corn, and like wrap it in like a. No. It's a shame. It's a disgrace. You know what I'm talking about, Love.
There is no taco fast food.
Oh, it doesn't even exist.
Yeah, and Swedish taco is definitely corn, cucumber, all that shit. It's a different dish though. It's good, but it's not Mexican.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You've been here for a while now. How long have you been here?
8 or 9 months, probably. Yeah.
Have you warmed up to our Mexican cuisine?
Well, what do you mean with warmed up?
Well, because at first you just seemed to like Taco Bell.
Yeah, I mean, I like the issue is I don't like tomatoes and I don't like cheese, so it does limit me a little bit to the burrito. I don't like beans.
You like salsa?
I love salsa. Always love salsa, but I love these just small little round tacos that you get at like any place. That's my shit.
Oh yeah, that's iconic.
Yeah, I love the. I think it's al pastor. That's my
al pastor.
Dude,
like you eat like the real shit.
Yeah, there's just like 2 blocks, a couple blocks from my apartment. There's like this food court every weekend, and I go there every weekend and get some taco.
Good for you, man.
Some good shit. Yeah.
Nice.
So when you eat a taco, do you do it with the onions and cilantro?
Onions, cilantro, some red salsa usually.
That's the real deal, bro. You know what you're doing.
I do hit the sour cream always, though.
Sour cream is real
That's not as popular, but that shit is like a must for me.
I don't know what's the deal, but Mexican sour cream tastes better.
It's so good.
Because like I buy sour cream, like whatever that name brand shit is, and I put it on my food, it doesn't hit the same.
True.
I refuse to eat that sour cream.
Why?
That's like Daisy and shit.
Yeah, Daisy.
Okay. You're saying like yeah.
Well, I don't like dairy products to begin with, but like at a really good Mexican place, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All day.
It's on a different level. It's on a different level.
Oh, do we have a ton of? Are these all from yesterday or Monday? Extra drippy today, King. Is that from today?
Yeah.
Oh,
we read a couple of these though.
Thank you, Bella. We love you. Jay Fella. Oh, that's our resident hip hopper, right?
Yeah, we read that one too.
7 years off alcohol. Good, man. As a gift, will you play my Dr. Doolittle disc? Sure. I mean, I love him. I'll play his Dr. Doolittle disc.
Oops.
I already told him no. So.
Ah, Dan. Well, Dan has spoken. I mean, we do have a lot to get to.
That is the queen.
Bella
Can't do nothing
Simmons
wrong.
gifted
That
20.
is the
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Bella Simmons. Hey, Ethan and crew, my sister is 34 and she's been you already read all this. Did you read?
You don't need to go through the donations. I think I've hit.
Thank you to everybody. I stand with Sandoval. Free my boy ACAB. That's crazy.
Throw that one in there.
That's crazy. And thank you to Matthew for 20 gifted. Appreciate that very much. Florida, that's interesting. Illinois, I guess because Chicago is big. And then Georgia, that's interesting too. A little unexpected. New York.
You know what tripped me out? Scroll down a little bit. There's like a chart here. There's one column in particular, unauthorized immigrants percent of all immigrants. Click that one. It's the third column.
Yeah.
So, and then click it again. So it.
Whoa. 41% of all immigrants to Arkansas are undocumented.
You'll notice a trend with all of these states.
Wait, but that just means they don't get any immigration, probably.
Right, but
there's probably anyone that would immigrate to their dog shit state would be because, you know.
But is the logic of this sound? I don't know if I'm thinking about this right, but if the argument is that undocumented, like as a percent of the population, help the state get more congressional districts, aren't these states that have a much higher percent kind of doing more of that proportionally?
Well,
you see like California is way down there compared to like how many immigrants are coming here.
That's just by population. California has 5%, it says here, of its total population, which is really high. This, for example, Arkansas is 1.9.
Total population. Okay, right.
So if you do by total unauthorized immigrants by percent of the population, Nevada, wow. California, so these are pretty high.
That's true.
Maryland, but then it's only these 5 states, and I think these are all, well, Texas is definitely not a blue
Texas
state.
Texas is the only real red state there. Nevada's pretty reliably blue now.
Yeah.
New Jersey's blue.
Thank God we got that 7.1% out there, man. We got to redirect them.
Arizona and Georgia both did go blue controversially. Those are the ones that Joe Biden stole.
But if you want to look at the whitest states, boy, we going to come on down to Vermont. Less than 0.1%. Love that. North Dakota, Mississippi, Ohio, Kentucky, Maine, Montana. We ain't got no dang immigrants around here, boy, but I'll tell you what, it's a problem. I seen one man with dark skin. I called ICE right on the spot. I said, let ICE figure it out. Shit. I couldn't tell if he's dang Mexican or Mexicant. But I'll tell you, I let ICE and Jesus sort them out, boy. Man, I like to eat at my hometown buffet. And I only like to see white folk when I eat there, you know. I seen me look at little dark fella. Called me the police. I said, please, there's a dark fella out here at my hometown buffet.
I thought the bitch was white.
They came over and they said, oh, brother, that's Jeb. He ain't dark. He just been tanned too much.
God made herb.
Jeb out there doing fly fishing all weekend. Y'all thought he was an immigrant. So we ain't never seen one yet, but I call the police, man, when I see him, I'll tell you.
Who you gonna trust?
Can't walk the streets of California no more.
Listen up, this ain't no joke.
The cities is chaos.
I learned something new today.
And you know, if you show up at that hometown buffet around 5 p.m., you know them goods come out fresh. Get that early bird special for us white folk.
I may be a white boy, but I'm not stupid.
Ain't no better deals than that, boy. I tell you what, you get them biscuits, you get them chicken, you get them macaroni, and I'll tell you, have a good old time with all your white friends out there at hometown buffet.
God made herb.
That's right.
Listen up, this ain't no
I'll tell you
joke.
what else. I love Olive Garden. Those Italians know how to cook, boy. Ooh. Breadsticks and white folk. Now that's a good Saturday.
Those Italians, I love the
Can I say something? I think I have a pretty decent Southern one. I think that might be my only good one. Can I get some props?
I mean, I heard from the kitchen. It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, thank you, love.
Yeah.
Props? Anyone else?
It was good.
Thank you, Zach. I tell you what, brother. You ever had them crab labs at Hometown Buffet? Shit, boy. Ain't nothing like them ship crawling on down to my heart, boy. Shit. That's right. They've even got that Kobe beef. And they grind it up for me. Made me some kind of meatball. Hometown Buffet, boy. I tell you, man, I like to go down there every Monday night around 5 p.m.
Know your way around some meat.
Sure do, brother. And if I see someone, I bring out my card. It shows different colors of skin, you know. If I put it up against someone who's looking a little too dark, I'll call ice.
Chocolate mocha, colored cream. Yeah, they're all different flavors.
All right, let's get to the main story. I don't know what the fuck's happening. What are we even talking about? Oh, yeah, Elon. Jesus Christ, we didn't even we talked about that for kind of a long time and didn't even show anything from it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see this one about anti-Semitic Nazi memes, which is what my whole feed is. It feels like some days.
And
We can get a study.
What?
Gotta get to this main story.
Let me just hear him out, and then we'll go.
Tell you whatever you want.
But these are just a handful of extremely. You look at those anti-Semitic and racist tropes and tweets, and as of this morning, they're still on X. And from your own content policy, these posts should have been deleted. So why?
Wait, these posts are supposed to be deleted? This is like every tweet. I thought they're just like everything goes now.
Why haven't they been deleted? Why are they still there? Did you?
We delete things if they are illegal.
Yeah, he's right.
These have been up there for a while.
Are they illegal?
They're not illegal.
They're not illegal, but they're hateful, and they can lead to violence. As I just read to you, the shooters, in all of these mass shootings, attributed social media to radicalizing.
So Don, you love censorship, is what you're saying?
No, I don't love censorship.
Ooh, that was like a fresh and fit. Bro, you love censorship? Is that what you mean?
Don, let me ask you something.
Do you like Nazi memes, Ethan? Oh, so you're against censorship?
Then why are you asking?
I believe in moderation, but I don't believe in
censorship. Moderation is a propaganda word for censorship.
But don't you think free speech is one thing, right? Or not,
Look, if something.
I mean, listen, speak for yourself, I guess, but I found social media a lot more usable when it wasn't all Nazi memes. But maybe I'm just being a sensitive Jew.
Elon's feeling the drip of the lemon.
He is. He's getting a sour experience.
Yeah.
Pucker up, baby. It's Don Lemon Hour. That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he agreed to this. Pretty interesting.
If things illegal, we're going to take it down. If it's not illegal, then we're putting our thumb on the scale and we're being censors.
Well, I mean, from his point of view, it's certainly a lot easier and cheaper to run a company like that. You didn't have to hire anybody. So, probably as much about that as anything else.
You're putting your thumb on the scale for moderating hate speech. I mean, you don't put out child pornography. It's illegal.
That's illegal.
Some people would say that's considered censorship. I'm just saying,
Stupid point, Don.
Yeah, Don is losing me.
Idiot.
He said it's illegal, man. You know what I mean? That's pretty easy out for him.
Went from lemon to lime, dude.
Don Lemon Party.
Don Lime.
Don
Lemon Party. Oh, no.
I literally said, if something is legal, okay, we will obviously remove it.
Okay.
But if it is not legal, the laws in this country are put forward by the citizens. We're a democracy.
Okay, shut up. He's boring. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's like 4chan rules. I think even 4chan has more rules than fucking Twitter these days. But who knows and who cares?